Hi. So, I don't know about y'all, but I like to learn about the history of food. I personally think it's very fascinating, and it kind of gives an extra layer of reverence for what we're enjoying, especially when we are preparing it, right? It gives you like a different level of respect for the ingredient and context, and it allows you to explore different methods of preparation based on its historical origins, and it's a great conversation starter. And like, how cool is it that food has its own evolutionary history, and it tells the story of human migration patterns. I mean, you've heard of the term breaking bread, right? Like, it has bridged cultural divides, social divides. It has brought parts of humanity together that, like, otherwise, I mean, they had beef, so they shared beef, and then they were cool. Anyway, we could get into the social dynamics and true stories of historical meals another time. But today we will be discussing eggplant. And no, I'm not talking about that emoji. I mean, I am, but like, I'm talking about like the actual vegetable, otherwise known as aubergine, which is a really cool word in itself. I mean, that alone can be like a good conversation starter. Next time you're on a date, you can be like, I know that eggplant emoji gets thrown around a lot, but I'm gonna hit you right in the brain bowl with some actual factoids about this vegetable known as Solanum melangina. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I tried to practice beforehand. Solanum melangina, eggplant, aubergine. Originally from India and Southeast Asia, has a rich history that spans thousands of years, evolving from a bitter wild fruit to a culinary staple worldwide. Origins and early cultivation. Eggplant, scientifically known as Solanum melangina, is believed to have been domesticated over 4,000 years ago in the Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia. The earliest references to eggplant can be found in ancient texts, including the Mahabharata. Correct me if that was wrong. Which highlights its significance in early Indian culture. Initially, eggplants were small, round, and bitter, with a rough texture and hairy skin. Isn't that wild? Because they're like smoother than a baby's bottom now. Like, they're smooth. Making them less palatable than modern varieties. Spread to other regions. From its origins in Asia, eggplant spread to the Middle East and Europe. It was introduced to Europe by Arab traders, who brought it to Spain in the 8th century. However, it faced skepticism in Europe, shocker, where it was often referred to as mad apples, due to the belief that it could cause insanity. I mean, old story, new vegetable, new thing, right? How many old heads were like claiming that something random caused insanity rather than like the true cause of it? This stigma persisted for centuries, and eggplant was considered poisonous by many. They were sleeping on that aubergine. Pun intended. Evolution and domestication. Over time, selective breeding led to the development of a larger, sweeter, and more tender varieties of eggplant. Farmers sought to enhance its desirable traits, resulting in the diverse shapes, sizes, and colors that we see today, including purple, white, and striped varieties. The transformation from its wild ancestors to modern cultivars reflects the impact of human cultivation practices. Modern popularity. Today, eggplant is a staple in many cuisines around the world, particularly in the Mediterranean, Middle Eastern, and Asian dishes. Its versatile cooking capabilities, combined with its unique flavor and texture, has made it a favorite ingredient among chefs and home cooks alike. Despite its long history, eggplant remains more popular in some regions than others, with a significant presence in Asian markets compared to Western ones. In conclusion, my foodie friends, the history of eggplant is a fascinating journey of domestication and cultural adaptation. Again, reflective of humanity. Look at that. From its origins in ancient India to its current status as a global culinary ingredient, eggplant has undergone significant changes. So from its origins in ancient India to its current status as a global culinary ingredient, eggplant has undergone significant changes, both in its physical characteristics and its acceptance in various cuisines. Its rich history continues to influence how it is cultivated and enjoyed today. Who doesn't love a good underdog story? Look at you, eggplant. You went from what was perceived to be a poisonous, insanity-inducing vegetable to a celebrated and heralded, versatile, delicious vegetable enjoyed all around the world and in people's text messages, whether it was solicited or not.